How did you get involved with the Wonder Woman project?
It just came up in discussions with us and with the home video people and with DC Comics. We had already done Superman Doomsday and the New Frontier. I think it was right around the time that we were doing the New Frontier that we said, oh, we should be thinking about doing a Wonder Woman movie.
I was originally going to direct a different DC video, but that one kind of fell through at the last minute, and they started up Wonder Woman, so Bruce asked me to jump onto that, and I was more than happy to jump at the offer.
Basically, I was brought in. Gail Simone had done some earlier drafts on the project, and then, just due to time, Bruce Timm came to me, asked me, so we got a script that needs to be done real quick, and they brought me on, and that's sort of how it happened.
How did you feel like representing such an iconic female?
It's a little overwhelming, but we just did our best to give her the best movie that we could.
Quentin Tarantino once said that he would never do a comic book movie because comic book fans are so picky.
The pitfall of Wonder Woman is like, you write Batman and you don't do like exactly what they want, you're a sucky writer. You write Wonder Woman and you get her wrong and you're sexist.
We have to kind of trust our own instincts and just do what we think is appropriate for the character.
So tell us a little bit about the movie and maybe a little bit about her relationship with Steve.
Her relationship with Steve is one kind of opposites. She's very pro-woman, whereas he's very pro-male and kind of looks at women in a kind of sexist way.
She's kind of reached that age where she's starting to kind of question everything her mother's been telling her all these years. Her mother is definitely against man's world, and she's been like indoctrinating Diana her whole life about, oh, men are vicious, men are untrustworthy, they're beasts, they're this and that. And then this guy Steve Trevor lands on the island, and she says, well, he's kind of not any of those things, and I'd kind of like to see what man's world is like. So she's a little bit of a mold breaker.
What is the thing you think people will learn take the most from Wonder Woman?
It shows that girls can be just as tough as the boys, and just as interesting and just as awesome.
It was talked about before to make a live action one. Do you think that maybe if the animated movie does well, they might think about pushing that along?
I don't know that it would actually realistically have much impact on that, but I mean, maybe. I mean, if it sells really, really well, maybe somebody at the lot will say, hey, why don't we do that in live action? I mean, it could happen.